Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? I'm just going to show you guys a little duel going on over here. I've been testing out various things, different ideas. One of them that I was actually testing was Inzektor swarms or chaos Inzektors, whatever you want to call it. It was just basically, chaos stuff with Inzektors with the Lightsworn engine, basically. When I first created the deck, and I was so hyped up about it, and I made it, but I think I made it too good in what I wanted it to do. I really wanted to use the milling aspect to get, the ladybugs, to get the hornet in the grave, and blah blah blah. I wanted to do all that, but I think I made it a little bit too good, and it milled everything so fast, and really, I would have to try to game my opponent really quickly just to keep up with my deck, or I'm gonna deck out. It was that fast. So I had to tone it down a bit. So this is what I was playing thus far. This isn't the final build or anything. I just wanted to just test it out. There are many routes that I could have took Inzektors now, but this is one that I just find a little to be a little bit more fun. It's kind of funny. It's just like when they see the Lightsworn engine, and then they see like the chaos stuff, they're like, "Oh, chaos dragons!" And then I throw out a centipede, and they're like, "What?" And I don't know. I kind of like their surprise faces. I've only tried it in 3 single duels so far, just to test out the main deck, just to see what the up and up is with this new toned down version that I have here, and I won all 3. One of them was up against Nordics. Yeah, and you may not think that's hard or whatever, but he brought out that 4,000 attack synchro and that 3,300 attack synchro, and I almost pissed myself. I beat one deck that I can't remember, and then I beat the deck that you're about to see here. This was up against Junk Doppel, actually. So as you can see here, he opened up double MST, which is completely useless against my deck. I don't play a single trap. I was thinking about Call of the Haunted, but I was just like, what if I mill it? Like, it's useless. I may get it off time to time, but uselessness. But yeah, so the MSTs are kind of useless, unless I bluff. But I haven't bluffed anything in Yu-Gi-Oh! For maybe, since like, maybe the Infernity X-Saber format. Back then I was playing Blackwings. My opponent played Infernities at locals, and we went into game 3, and I ended up winning only because he was afraid to attack, because he thought my face down was a mirror force, but it wasn't. And the whole 3rd game, he feared it so much, and then he ended up losing. And then he asked me what was my face down. I flipped it up, and it was a giant Trunade. It was hilarious. I don't know. I felt good about that, but I don't really bluff that much anymore. So really, MSTs against me are completely useless. So let's just begin this. So I opened up with Centipede, Ladybug, Dark Armed, Lila, Sangan, and a Chaos Sorcerer. Main phase 1 happens. I do go first. I just set the Sangan, because just whatever, it's a Sangan. Maybe I'll get lucky and get something off of it. I remember the Nordic guy, he threw down, I set a Sangan actually, and he threw down a Nobleman of Crossout, and that hurt to no end. So yeah. So this guy throws down a Level Eater. At this point I'm just like, okay, you're gonna plan to synchro or something? Automatically, the minute I see Level Eater, I think something junk. But he actually goes for the attack. I'm not sure what he's thinking, what he's going to do with the Level Eater. I'm thinking that, he might want to attack into a Raikou or something, because, hitting a Level Eater really isn't anything. Or he could just test the waters. But overall, if my face down isn't a Raikou, like, that thing is not going to do anything to me. If anything, he might actually take damage. But he's lucky that I only set a Sangan. So yeah, he just ends up ending here. Doesn't really set the MSTs or anything as well. just to maybe bluff some protection or something. So now I actually begin to draw. I draw into a Lila, which is whatever. I summon one of them. And it's just, I really have nothing to say about that. I just threw it down. So I attack with Lila first, actually, just because if he drops something on me, like for example a Gores, after, because I do plan on attacking with the Sangan, I want his token to be the lowest that they're possibly, like, the lowest it possibly can be. So yeah, that's what I end up doing. Main phase 2, then end phase. I actually mill 3 here because of Lila, and I'll pause it to show you guys what I milled. Let's actually pause it right there. So I actually milled the Tragodia, I milled a Tour Guide, and I milled a Raikou. So far, so good. I only played 10 spells, so it's really hard for me to mill that, but it does happen sometimes, especially in my Nordic duel. So he actually draws into a Junk Synchron, and right off the bat he's going to go for a Level Eater. Now what in my mind, like what was going on in my mind, I thought he was going to go Armory Arm or that other level 4 thing that if it destroys a monster by battle or something, your opponent mills 3 or something. I don't know, I can't remember. But he actually reveals the Doppel Warrior and special summons it, so now I'm thinking that he's going to go for something else now. And what he actually does is he goes for a Junk Warrior, and then he does get the tokens off of Doppel Warrior, and that'll make Junk Warrior so big. So big. But next turn I get kind of lucky, because as you can see, I have a Dark Armed in my hand. I already have 2 Darks in my grave, the Tour Guide and the Tragodia. So overall I just need my Sangan to die, or I just need another way to get a Dark in the grave. So his battle phase happens. He uses his Junk Warrior to attack my Lila, and I take 2,000 damage. Unfortunately, it's whatever. It's something that you're gonna have to deal with, I guess. Come on. So this is actually the turn where the duel ends, because I actually game him for exact. I don't know. It was kind of funny to me. Like I actually. Let's pause it for a second. The whole time when I was doing this, I was just like, damn it, I should really calculate this first before I even make a move. Because if this is in-game, I'm going to cry. I wasn't actually going to cry, but like, maybe mentally, in my mind, deep down inside. But, yeah, if you're really unsure and you're trying to go for a game, calculate first, people. Don't just try things. So I actually go Centipede. And what I can actually go here is I can actually overlay the Centipede onto the Sangan to make like a Leviathan or something, then detach, and that'll give me 3 Darks in the grave. But what I actually end up doing is I use Centipede to equip Ladybug, then I send Ladybug to the grave, and that gives me 3 Darks in the grave. And then I use Centipede's effect after this part finishes up, I guess. I use Centipede's effect to add a Dragonfly to my hand, which is, you know, awesome sauce. Then I throw down my Dark Arm, because the shit. I didn't have to use Dark Arm's effect right there. I just wanted to, just because I wanted to, basically. And then, yeah, I just remove again, special summon a Chaos Sorcerer, and now I'm just attacking. What I really wanted to do, if I didn't have all these plays, I would have just used Chaos Sorcerer to maybe, I don't know, remove the Junk Warrior, if anything. So now he takes 2,400 from Dark Armed on the token. Then Chaos Sorcerer will attack the other token, and he'll take 1,900. And now he's down to 1,600, and that's going to be exact game, which is pretty freaking awesome, I guess. So there's my Inzektor Swarms, Chaos Inzektors in action. I don't know. They're still a work in progress, but they're kind of fun. In all honesty, they're kind of fun. So that's about it. Bye, everyone. Later.